high demand for more from my place of work without looking like a greedy person? Why are you people laughing? All of you are interested in it. All of you are interested in it. Okay, I can. So, one thing is what you get, all right, from your current employer. That's where the more salary and all that. Another thing is what you become. So my answer to you is going to be become more, so that you are more valuable, so that even if your current company doesn't recognize that, you'll be able to carry your skills everywhere else to do it. The problem that we have is we'll be demanding from our employers now to promote us, and we are not ready to leave them to go and prove that we are worth more. So it's simple. When you become more, they'll be begging you to stay. If they're not begging you to stay, you carry your destiny and you go. So your attachment is not to that one company. If it doesn't respect you, your aspiration, your ambition, your goal should be to be something more valuable that you'll be able to. You don't waste time with current employers. That they still finish as entered. That the last person to respect you. Alright? When I my first job in the bank, we did NYC and we were all recruited. Like 13 or 15 of us were NYC and we moved to this thing. After like 2 years, 3 years, this thing is no more. At that time, there used to be disparity a lot. You must become a certain level before you can see enjoyment. Everything was, like chiefs and slaves, and you are hungry, you are this thing. So, every question, every demand that you are making, so you are asking this guy, increase our salary. The guy that was in charge told us that we don't recognize how lucky we are. That if he opens the window of his office, if he just looks down and he sees everybody working, and he calls him, he can tell him to come and do the job. That's the level of still finish, that's it. But because you are complaining and you are not ready to go, when we ask for, when people open this canteen up for junior people to tell you that 5 years, all that, an absolute disregard and disrespect for us as young people. Basically, when we ask for upfront payment, he says what we need upfront for. He says expect us to still be living with our parents. And I think the level of disrespect is just absolute shocking. So everybody is saying, but the fear that they are putting people is that the first set of people who have left, it was a time when banking, people were getting banks, there were like 100 banks. The first set of people who have moved and joined other banks, those banks have collapsed. So that became like a fear in the mind of people, a lot of people. So people will just be complaining, they won't go, they will just be complaining. I was the first person to leave. I went out, I got I did interview, I got a job, boom, I didn't send, I moved. As I moved, my boys were like 1 year behind me in Greenland, and we all came together. They too, they moved like 6 months after, all to the same place. You don't negotiate from a position of weakness. Alright, if you think that you are worth more, your employer is not saying it, you can't demonstrate it. But why they know that you are not worth more is you are complaining, you are whining, you are this thing. They are disrespecting you, but you take it, you stay there, you hang there. Then why would they be forced to respond to you? Do you understand? So your goal should not be to drag with your current employer. It's to become more so that you can prove that this is possible. If somebody is telling you that he can pick somebody up from the street to do your job, you have to go and demonstrate that side that pick the somebody, let him do it. So when I was going to go, and I told my boss that I was going to, he told me that I'm building the bank around. I said, build the bank around yourself. No. He said that I should go and see the MT, in future. I said, anything that will happen in future because of this man, let it not happen to me. I'm not going to tell him anything. You are the person I work with. You are the only person I'm going to resign from. I'm going. I left. See, now I have not needed the empty. Alright, so you don't stay in one place dragging with people. That it shows that you don't have power in this situation. You have to become more, you have to do more, gain more capabilities, gain more skills, gain more, do more, be more valuable, so that when you leave, there'll be a hole, there'll be a gap. Or about when you are speaking English, you are begging them. They are like, I've worked there 5 years, I've labored there. The market doesn't recognize your appeal, your begging, your pleading. The market place recognizes your value, the value you bring. If you think that you are bringing more value than you are getting paid, the only way to prove it is you go and get something else. Alright? That's that. Okay? It may not be the answer that you want, but that's the right answer. How do you deal with dissatisfaction while you are still at your current place of employment? How do you deal with dissatisfaction? See, the answer is the same thing. If you are not satisfied, it's either the job you are doing, you don't like it, the pay they are paying you, you don't like it, the way they are treating you, you don't like it, and especially the easiest answer is find the place that you want to work. And this session that we are going to go now, it is some of the exercises that we are going to do. This is the work. Now, you people will be working. I'll just be guiding you. The first session I was working, you people were guiding me. This session now, you people will be doing the work, I'll be guiding you, alright? Anybody still, now that people are meeting, anybody has any question that say, okay, I was too shy, I couldn't ask. Alright? No, okay. Okay. Okay.
Why do you use books
instead of cash? It cost me a little, like $150 to buy all these books. They are not all the books here. I still have some else I'll bring to next time. By the way, I have 3 books here. I don't plan to go home with them, but I might take go with them. Because I have not seen anybody do anything. Why did I give you cash? What cash will I do? Maybe one book will cost $20. That would be 15K. That's actually a lot of money. But there is one of the cultures, alright, that we need to inculcate, that we need to develop in this space, is book reading. Alright? The knowledge, the capabilities, the skills, the secrets to all the questions that you are asking, to how you become, how you gain more skills, they are all hidden in books. And absolutely one of the skills, one of the big, there is nobody that is successful that doesn't read. There is nobody that's successful that doesn't read. And I can tell you there is nobody that is successful that is not, there's nobody that's successful that doesn't read. And absolutely one of the differences between people who are successful is that they absolutely don't read. They read their school books. When they are going to school, they read school books. When they read it, alright, and after school, they don't read anything again. So the one of is a silent message that I'm passing to you, but the pastor has now made me to you will have to develop a culture of book reading in this place. And I've already started thinking, if when we finish this thing, if we feel a need to do again, maybe give it a few months and start again, I have an idea on a book, alright, that we're going to use maybe 2 or 3 sessions. All of us will be reading together and we'll be coming here to be reviewing the 7 habits of highly successful people. It will absolutely transform your life. Alright, so that's the reason why. I can give you cash, but you will blow it. You buy clothes, you do something, you won't forget, you forget it. But if you read any of these books, right, the things that you get from it, it will be something that will help you forever. Alright? By the way, I still have 3 books that I want to give. Does anybody think that not anything has happened to him now we deserve my book? Anybody? Okay, we are going. Does anybody have anything to say? Oh, alright. She wants to chat about it. No, yeah. The lady here. not about the book. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, my question is, somebody that have a desire, and then you don't have financial plans like to carry on with your desire, then what can you do to make it come to reality?
Okay, these are questions that we'll answer later, maybe next month. But first, let's deal with this first. You remember what we said? We're not thinking of how much it requires to do. We're just writing down it. We're exhausting ourselves in our mind. We're emptying ourselves first in our notebook. Then next month, maybe we'll deal with these questions. Alright? Anybody else? Anybody who wants a book? Alright? Okay, next one. Okay. Now we're going to walk. Everybody has a notebook. Does everybody have a notebook? Does everybody have a notebook? Yes. We're giving you people food now. You should talk now. Does everybody have it? Because you are absolutely going to need a notebook for this session. You are going to need a notebook. This is the writing down stage. Everybody has a notebook. You don't have a notebook. Because you came late, I'm actually. You have the spare one. Please give up. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Find a Bible. Does she have a pen? Do you have? Okay. Alright? Please bring your notes out because this is writing. I've told you people. You are walking. I'm guiding you. Alright? You are walking, I'm guiding you. Now we're ready. Our minds are free. We're liberated. We're not thinking of how. We're not thinking of how difficult it is. We're not thinking of how far. We're letting our mind roam. Go as far as it goes. Fly as high as it's possible. Alright? Unrestrained. Remember what we said last month? Alright, do you remember this? When we said, because you are made in God's image, that gives you a right for what? To be all of the things that God is. Alright? That God is awesome. He has given you the seed to be awesome. Alright? He has given you a seed to create a life of splendor. Alright? To do amazing things. He has done all of that. Alright? And for most of us, we are not saying these things now. Right? So the thing that we want to do this morning is how do we create all of these things? How do we create grandeur in our lives? How do we make our lives great? How do we create, majesty out of our lives? How do we see magnificence when they look at us? How do we go away from companies where they don't respect us, where they don't regard us, where they will be arguing with us for salary? How do we move to a place where they will be begging us, we will be choosing employers, we will be doing this is what we want to do now? Alright? So the question is, how do we create such a life? How do we become majestic? How do we become magnificent? How do we become amazing? Alright? How are we going to create a great life? How are we going to create a life of grandeur? How are we going to create splendor in our lives? Question is how? That's what we want to do now. Alright? How? The first step is to decide. Decide that you want to be magnificent. Decide that you want to be great. Decide that you want an amazing life. Decide that you want a life of grandeur. Cross question. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'll actually allow you people to go and sleep in the car or the bus. Anybody who is not willing is serious. It's serious because your life is serious. Your life is at stake. You can't take it like a physical. You can't take it casually. What you are doing is life transforming. can't do guy man with your life. You can't be cool before you be cool. You cannot be okay where you are now because you are not okay. You are not okay yet. Don't be feeling okay. Don't be feeling cool. Don't be feeling no. You remember what we said in the first part. You go through shame, you go through embarrassment, you go through pain, you go whatever it takes to be what you want to be. You decide first. Without a decision, nothing is going to happen. You can wish it, you can ask, without deciding, I want this thing. God has given me the seed, has put in me the seed of greatness, to be amazing, to create this life of magnificence, to be majestic. God has put that seed in me. The second thing is, I need to decide that I want my life to be that. I want my life to be that. And the second thing is, you need to be specific. So now when we go into the dream, that you need to be specific what I want. You're not going to be just, flowery language. No, we are going to go into details now. Decide. Be specific with what you want. Be clear. We need clarity. The more clear you are about what you want, the better for you. The more clear your picture is, the more focused you are, the more driven you are towards it. And every decision manifests in an action. If there is no action, there is no real decision. That's why the first thing I asked you when we came this time, which one of you have done anything with anything that you learned last month? And most of you didn't do anything. Most of you haven't decided something new. Most of you haven't changed the behavior. Most of you haven't learned something, haven't corrected something. You haven't overcome a weakness. You can't leave the seat of a decision without an action towards the achievement of that decision. You need action. For your decision to be real, you need to take action. It's important to know that everything will not work fine at first. It's okay. Expect failure, you will struggle, you will fall, you will slide, you will sleep. That's okay. But do not give up on your dream, on your objective. Be flexible with the approach you adopt, with the things you will do. How? Remember what we said last month about persistence. Persistence is not falling, hitting your head on the same wall, falling down, hitting it on the same wall. No, it's hitting it on one wall, falling down, moving to another thing at time, hitting it, saying it's a wall, falling down, moving to the next, until you find a way. Be rigid with your desires, your dreams. You own it. But be ready that every time you meet obstacles, you change tactics. You don't be married to a strategy or a tactics or a method. Be willing, be flexible enough to change them when it's necessary. But keep your objective rigid, firm. We spent all of last month trying to make you believe in yourself, that you are special, that you can accomplish great things. When you start to believe that, when you start to think that things are you can do things are possible through me and in me, then the first sign of success is yours. I want everybody to go away, realizing you have seen a construction site before. How many of you have seen a construction site before? Under construction. You are under construction now. You are taking the first steps. to building an amazing life, to creating, changing the trajectory of your life, of your story, of your family history, writing a different program about yourself, writing a different story. It's certain now. You deserve it. Nobody deserves it more than you. God wants it for you. All we need you for now is for you to want it for yourself. Learn from people who have gotten this. Read books. Be willing to pay the price. One of the ladies was asking me about one of the quotes that said, if you don't get what you want, it's either you don't really want them or you are bargaining over the price. And she didn't understand the bargaining side. So you are not willing to pay the price for it. Life has told you that to do this, you must do this. You are negotiating a lower price, so you won't get it. You have to be willing, whatever it takes. That woman that held that close to us, whatever it takes, I must touch this person today. And something must happen. The woman whose daughter was ill was nothing you will say today will keep me from getting the answer that I want. What are you? You are a site under construction. Can you say that?
Site under construction.
You are making an amazing life. An extraordinary life. Nothing about you will be ordinary again. Nothing about you will be mediocre. Excellence is the definition of everything you will do, everything you will be. From now on, everything you do that may touch of excellence with it. You will not be satisfied until you create excellence. Learn this, please. This is the starting of one of the most important things you will learn. This is the reason we are doing this session. This is all it is. Absolutely everything in life was created twice. Absolutely everything in life was created twice. This exercise, this notebook that you are holding, to create it, somebody has to design it first. Then he goes and consults it and develops it. The iPad, somebody has to create it in his mind first, and then they can make it. This house, somebody has to what architectural drawing of it first before they can build it. The reason why they are collapsed building is either because there are no architectural drawing or somebody cut corners, not following the definition of the definition that is architectural and structural engineers have recommended. Absolutely everything in life was created twice. If you learn nothing, learn this. Twice. Everything. You know what? You were created twice. You are laughing, you don't know that you are created twice. Genesis 1. I wasn't joking. When I said you were created twice, I wasn't joking. 26. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over the cattle, over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Alright? So God created man. Listen up. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them. And God said to them, alright, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth, subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seed which is on the face of the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed to you. To you it shall be food, and also to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life. I have given every green herb for food, and it was so. God created. And he told them all of this. Have dominion, have all of this. Genesis 2. Genesis 2, then from verse 4. This is the history of the heavens and the earth, and when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field had grown. For the Lord had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. For he created man. Verse 1 said he created man. Verse 2 says there was no man. He told them, be fruitful, dominion, have this thing, have all of that. But verse 2, it says, there was no man to till the ground, but a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed on him into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living thing. Who was God talking to in verse 1? Have dominion. I'm going back to verse 1. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish, over everything. So God created man in his image, in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them, but they were not in existence yet. He created in verse 1. He formed in verse 2. You know what the real tragedy is? Most people are trying to construct something of their lives without the first creation. So you are going to have a defective building. God created and He formed. You have to create a life that you want. In your mind first, then you go about. The most important gift that we have is life. It's the most important thing in life. Everything else is created twice. The tragedy of life is people are going about constructing their life without the first creation and hoping for the second creation to manifest. And it will manifest nothing. It will manifest nothing structurally strong. It will not manifest magnificence. It will not manifest majesty, splendor, grandeur. It will not. You are building your life on a pay-as-you-go basis. You know pay-as-you-go. When the gist is sweet is when you're ready to finish. You can't live your life to chance. You can't. If you see those buildings that are turning to one side, or the step is not even, the window is underneath, this one is there. Yeah, those are houses that are built without a plan. And that is what most of us are trying to do. We're trying to build our lives without having a master plan on the back of what to build it. Does that make sense to you? Do I need energy now. I need energy to wake up. Does that make sense to you? Yes. Do you understand now that everything was created first in the mind, then it was given? Even you, when I said even you are created, some of you laughed. Because they look at what is the doctor? What did you say now? God formed you first in his mind. He told you, he blessed you. All that time he was saying, have dominion, you were not in physical existence, but God was speaking into you. So dominion, the distance, over the future, you are not in existence, you are not alive yet. But God had a picture, a clear picture of who you are going to be. Then He went and formed you. So the challenge for all of us, what we are trying to do this morning, is we want to do that first creation. Without which you cannot create anything of magnificence. You cannot create anything of worth, anything that will create, anything that will grandeur, anything that will be pending. You can't create it without creating that first creation first. Anything that you go to build will be a collapse building. And that's why many people are frustrated, are failures, and because they are trying to create something that they have not first created in their mind. Before a second physical creation, there must be a first creation in your mind. And if you are missing that first creation, there is nothing that you can do on the second one that is going to be great, that is going to be worthy of note. So the most important thing is first or second creation. The first creation. Because the second creation is going to be a manifestation of that first creation. Without that first creation, everything that you are doing is pay as you go. Anything happens, anything goes. It's the reason why some people are successful and most people are not successful. It's because they are not, this is the hard work. So when I say, if you do hard stuff, alright, the life will be easy. If you don't do the hard stuff is that first creation is hard. It's not hard because you are going to sweat, but the discipline to do it, most people don't have it. They just want to be going. And that's what we are going to do this morning. That first creation, that hard part. We are going to be disciplined. Now people are grabbing their nose, they are ready. They are ready. Yeah. That's what I do. And we are going to create that first creation. And then you go about your life, creating, manifesting it in the physical. But without that first one, that picture, that first picture, if you don't have it, if it's not strong, if it's not clear, if it's not big, nothing great is going to happen for you. Aimlessness will stop. Aimlessness will stop. Just hoping for, drifting along, all of that will stop today because what? You will be anchored by the things that you want clear. You'll be guided every decision. The reason why people make decisions is what they are, what they have seen, what they are doing, what they are clear. The reason why somebody pays that and somebody doesn't pay, it is not by chance, it is not circumstance, it's what his understanding of it is, it is what is linkage, what it links it to. If you don't give your tithe and you see that you are putting God in opposition to yourself, there's no reason why you won't pay it. But if you think that it doesn't matter, yeah. Why somebody wakes up and read? Why somebody wakes up and study? Why somebody wakes up and makes a sacrifice? Why somebody contributes, gives to other people? The reason why people do something is they have a first creation. They are manifesting it in the second creation. Aimlessness is just putting your ship on the waters and letting wherever it carries me, let me be there. No, that's the thing that puts an end to. This night, what are we burying? A lack of ambition. We are burying a lack of ambition. And I've told you, it does not matter what you have done before. It does not matter where you are coming from. It does not matter what you have or what you don't have. Not of that matters. It's what we call in finance sunk cost. Sunk cost is every money, everything that you have done in the past. It is not important to the going forward. It's just an anchor that holds you back. It's the reason why people don't leave abusive relationship. It's the reason why people don't leave a bad job. After they continue to think how much time they have invested in it. Aimlessness, that's what we are ending. We will anchor all your decisions, we will anchor it, and you will be clear what you are doing, why you are doing it, what you are doing, why you are doing it. And every time some decision comes, that's the question that people was asking me last month. How do you not know what to do, or how do you not agonize on a decision? This is the answer. The choices that we make, the reason why somebody sees Coke and doesn't drink it, and somebody else will see 5 bottles and drink it, is something that is driving that decision. The reason two people will earn the same salary, one person will pay that and still save, and the other person won't pay that and won't save. There's something anchoring it. They are going to different places. Just a taking of life as it comes. No. I reject that for everybody here.
Amen.
You will negotiate with life and get what you want. Because your desperation will be clear. Your hustle will be clear. Whatever price it demands of you, you pay it. The future never does happen. It is created. That first picture. Then you go about manifesting it in the second one. If your future is accidental, it's unlikely to be favorable to you. An accident, an happenstance. No. You have to be in charge of your. God has given you more responsibility. You should be in charge of your own life. It's the reason why they tell you in the plane, any safety distance, before you save another person, save yourself first. Don't worry about saving the world. Right now, save yourself. The most precious gift is the gift of life. God has put you in charge of it. You are going to account for it. Create something of beauty. I want to anger, provoke many of you to give your mind free rein, to desire, to want more, to ask for anything of life, and for God to show you what you need to do. Think it, what you want, what you see. That's why I said go to movies. See many things. See how other people are living. Don't only mix with church people. They don't have a lot. They won't show you a lot. And you will not want a lot. Sometimes mix with unbelievers. Their aspirations will make you hungry, will provoke you. That with God, why are these people doing more? And I have God and I can't do nothing. Create something. If you don't plan for your own life, understand something, you'll be leveraged for somebody else. And they will not have a game plan for you. So the reason why your employers won't pay you what you think you deserve is you are their leverage. You are helping them to accomplish their own dream. They didn't create the company because of you. Stop dragging somebody's company with them. They were not thinking of you when they created their company, when they formed their business. They will pay you the least amount to get you to do their work. You are their mugu, you are their maga to achieve their own dream. Because you have sacrificed your own, you don't have. They want you to be comfortable, but they don't want you to be uncomfortable. It is you that will revolt. You will want more, you will want more, you will know that you can get it. You are entitled to get it. And I'm not saying that everybody should be an entrepreneur, because some of you, all of this generation now, people who don't want to work for anybody, I'm waiting for you. People think that working for somebody is bullshit. Okay. I want to do your own thing. We are waiting. Do it. So that we can keep short. But you know, whether you work, you can work for somebody and become a millionaire. It's possible. Young Global couldn't create Apple. His net worth is in billions. So I'm not talking about entrepreneurship. Everybody must own this business. But you must be clear. If you are working for somebody, you must be clear. You must be on your own terms. Have a fair deal, a fair exchange. Don't collect one denarius when what you want or what you deserve is 5. Don't be another person's leverage. They will not. There is no satisfaction that can come from you when you are not in control of your life. Somebody else is using you. So this evening, or this morning, as we go into this session, I want you to forget everything that has happened in the past. Don't let that be a factor in your dream now when we're going to go into it. Don't think of the past. Don't think of what anybody in your family has done or hasn't done. Don't think about the cost. Don't think about generational cost. Don't think about nothing, how you have failed. You haven't gone to school, you have gone to school. You don't have money, your background. Banish all of that. Because we are not talking of yesterday, we are talking of from today, what you are going to do. And everything that has happened in the past has no bearing on what happens going forward. Forget your education. Some of you need to change in something else. When you started out, you got anything, you just needed to leave the house. That doesn't have to be your destiny. You be ready to learn something else, to get another certification, to go in a different direction. Do not let something that jammed in for you to you, or because you are not diligent enough, because you are not working hard, because you didn't make the cutoff for what they gave you something, I have to leave to go to it. Don't let that become your destiny. Change if you need to change. Do something else. Now that you know more, you want more, you desire something else, go for it. Don't let your education be your destiny. If it is not you have no interest in it, you have no passion for it, or you have interest and you have passion, but it is not going to take you anywhere that you want to go. Go get something else. Forget your experience. Accidents that have happened to you, people that have cheated you, people that have promised you that faith. Where is that girl? Yeah. The people who did sponsor you, forget all of that. Somebody promised to send you to school, they did. They promised you if you pass, if you do this, I'll do this, and they failed on it. Forget all of that. Oh, my sister, when she did this, she did. All of that is irrelevant now. What you're about to do now, banish all of these things. Forget what is required. How much money? Somebody was asking that question before. That you have desire, but you do not have it. Forget all of that. That's why I told you that question, that answer. Don't be thinking about how much it will cost to define your dream. So if you want to go to school abroad, if that is what is your desire, it is in your mind, you are willing to work for it, write it down. Don't be thinking, dollar, price, how much. Yeah. Nobody in my family has traveled before. If it comes into your, see, you remember what I said, desire is different from wish. If you desire, that means you are willing to do whatever it takes to get it. Legit. Forget how. Because the how is what handicaps most of us. As I said to you, Google Maps, you don't ask Google Maps how. Start that again. Be writing, that's why you're sleeping, you're not writing. You will keep you awake when you are writing. When you are passive, you will sleep. And everybody in this, so permit yourself to stand up, to challenge, to walk about, to get something, to do something. Wake yourself up. Do anything that you do. Inconvenience yourself. Stand up, wake up, walk out, do anything. Stay awake. Don't wait for me to tell you every time. If everybody can feel asleep. Please, if they can get that coffee around now, it will help. Do whatever it takes. If you need to stand up, stand up. To keep awake. Write. Think from what you want. As we go into this session now, think from what you want. It doesn't matter how reasonable. I want it. I have decided that I like this life. I want this thing. I want to live in this place. I want to have this kind of house. I want to go to this kind of school. I want to work for this kind of people. I want to own this kind of business. Think from what you want. Let none of these things hold you back. This that we are doing now, it is not about what is possible or impossible. We are not bothered about that. We'll deal with that another time. Today is everything that comes into your mind, you pour it out. We're drawing from your well inside of you. Today, that's what you will do. You will purge yourself of yourself onto your notebook. So that when you leave this way, you'll be truly empty. When you think of how too soon, you'll be limited in what you ask. When you are going to be asking how, you will be holding you back. That's why we say pack how. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether anybody has done it before, whether anybody in my family has done it, whether anybody in my church has done it. It doesn't matter. If your heart lives to it, and if your heart is consumed by it, that means it is possible for you. Go for it. However, on this is the part now where I say, give yourself space. If there are non-believers sitting beside you, give yourself space. Stand up. You can take any position in this hall to go and be dealing with you. Because what? This is your own life. So these are the areas of the things to help us discipline, to put discipline into our thinking, into what we are writing into. We're going to put our dreams down in 6 about areas. Number 1 is career and business. Everything that you want to do in career and business, we're going to put it down. Alright? We're going to put down what our financial goals are. Whether you want to go or you don't want to go, what are your financial goals? What kind of network do you want to have? What kind of investment we will get into it? We'll get into what do you want to represent as a person? What kind of capabilities do you want to have? What kind of Christian do you want to be? What kind of secular life do you want to live? Because some of you don't have a secular life. The tragedy in Christendom is people are giants in the church and they are nonsense outside. Have to find balance. The most effective pastors are the ones who have experience of what is open. You can't be relevant without knowing what's going on the streets. What person do you want to be? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be recognized for? Tonight, we are going to do the investigation of all of this. We are going to set goals in relationship. Who are you going to marry? You will describe who you want your wife to be, who you want your husband to be, what kind of person. To say I want to be married is a very terrible goal. Because you can be married to an abuser, to a pedophile, to an unbeliever, to a criminal. All of it is marriage. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You are going to define the kind of husband and the kind of wife you want. And you are going to define also the kind of friend that you are going to be and the kind of friends that you have in your life. Because some people are not going to be helpful to you. You are going to define your health goals. Most of you eat 3 square meals. I'm going to tell you that it's totally unbiblical, by the way, first. You'll be eating 3 times, but you guys have the energy to cope with it now. But as you go on in life, it will be a necessary requirement to eat 3 times. Because what you eat, how you will look. Some of you look older than me. Where was I? I was coming back. Yeah, I was at Intro on Tuesday night. The guy took my passport down. He looked at the age of the passport and he looked at I didn't know what he was looking at. As a black man, I thought I was suspecting. I didn't carry drug. I'm not illegal. He was looking. Says, you look very young. I said, thank you. He was amazed. What part of it is an accident? What part of it is deliberate? What do you want? Most women, when they are young, they want to look old. They want to look old. They want to look mature. When they are old now, they want to look young. Problem. Enjoy your youth. You know, you want to just old, you want to be old, you want to be mad, you want to, okay. Now the old age will come. Enjoy the old age. Who is old? Who is your auntie? You are an auntie. Don't struggle with it. Accept your destiny. What do you want to do for fun and adventure? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Alright? And what contribution do you want to make? What do you want to be known for? Who do you want to help? These are the areas. No need. We are going to go through each one of them. Now is the time when I'm guiding you and you are walking. So it's time to walk. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? I need more energy. Yes. Are you ready? Yes. I see you I don't feel your energy. Are you ready? Yes. Now the discipline is coming. The walk is about to start. Don't set your goals too low. As you go into this, don't set. Now, dream. Don't set them too low. I beg you. Don't set them too low. Don't set them too low, please. Alright, are we clear? Do not set them too low, please. Because if you don't need much, you won't become much. And I want you to be a lot. I want everybody here to be what? A lot. I want you to be a lot. I want you to own a lot. I want you to be responsible for much. I want you to be known for much. I want you to do great things, outstanding things, amazing things. I want you to create things. Remember, Ephesians 3:20. To him who is able to exceedingly abundantly above whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think, whatever you can ask. Understand that you are asking one who is able to do exceedingly abundantly much more than it. But what? According to the power that works in you. So you are the only person who is going to limit the work that God does for you. Who do you want to serve? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to appeal to? Who? Everything. Use your imagination today. Travel. Remember Abraham? God said to him, southward, northward, eastward, everywhere, go, wander in. He said, walk the length and breadth of it, because I'm going to give it to you. Release your imagination this night. Go everywhere that your imagination takes you. Do not be restrained. Go for it. Go for it. So are you ready? Are you guys ready? Yeah. Are you guys ready? Yeah. So now, we're setting the ground rules. Everybody stand up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, sir. Ah, man. You guys be ready? Alright, you can sit now. I just want you to wake up now. I want you to be ready. Stretch. Okay. We are going this now. I will be asking questions. Your concern now, the thing you write, when I turn on one, you write the header. If it's career and business, you write career and business. The question that I'm asking, you will be answering it in your notes. Now, you are not writing anything on the board again. You are answering the questions in your notes. Are we clear? Are we clear? All right. So the first one, the first one is the career or business. The first part of it is career. So the question I'm asking, what kind of work do you want to do? You are now asking, you are writing it down. What the kind of work you want to do, you are writing down now. Alright? So now we're started. Career. Now you are expressing your dream. You are giving yourself free rein. Nothing is holding you back again. So when I say what kind of work do you want to do, describe the kind of work. Where it is, who it is, who you are going to do it with, who you are going to do it for. Who do you want to work for? Auntie, please, don't run out of gas, I beg you. Write as much as you can. I have time. Describe. It can't be one, because it's not the person you want to work for today alone. You'll be describing into the future. Who do you want to work for immediately? In 5 years' time, in 4 years' time, in 10 years' time. What kind of work do you want to do? How much do you want to earn? Next year, 5 years' time, in 10 years' time. Do you want to earn dollars? Is it possible? It's possible. There are people living in Nigeria who are earning dollars. You can. But be clear. If you don't want dollars, you want naira, you are okay with it. Try naira there. There's nothing wrong with it, but be clear. And don't just say dollar without any, you are not committed to it. Remember what you said, you are going to, the things that you are writing down are things that you are ready to work for. I have time, no worry. Write, pour your heart out. Describe in as much detail as you can. What kind of work do you want to do? It's important. What kind of work do you want to do? Who do you want to do it for? How much do you want to earn? What kind of environment do you want to work in? Do you want home-based work? Do you want hybrid? Do you want 5 days going to the office? Do you want to work abroad? Do you want to be in Nigeria working abroad? Do you want to be living abroad and working abroad? Anything you like, express it now. Yeah, I'm happy now. People are serious. What kind of people do you want to work with? People who will respect you. People who will not cheat you. People who will be kind to you. People who will be considerate. People who will inspire you. People who are doing great things for themselves. People who are an inspiration. You don't want backbiters. Focus on what you want. What position do you want to attain? I'd like to work for a multinational. I'd like to be the MD in what? I want to attain an executive level position. Be clear. I want to be a supervisor. I want to be clear, whatever it is that you want, so long as it is you, from your heart, from your soul, that is coming, is okay. What responsibilities do you want to have? If you want extra sheet, ask to give you. Don't be tired. Draw from your well. Who do you want to work for? How much do you want to earn? What currency do you want to earn in? What kind of environment? You go to some office, your vibe will die. The office environment is bad, is everything, culture is awful. If you decide, if you have a company, if you have names, write down the names of companies. Do not think that it is too big, it is not possible. Don't think about that now. If you desire it, write it down. If you like to work for Apple, it may look impossible now, but write it down. Maybe by the time you are ready, Apple will set up a shop here. Or maybe you'll be in California or something, we don't know. Just write it, if that is your desire, write it down. How much do you want to earn? That amount. These are career people who do business now. If you're a business person, how many people have answered all these questions? What responsibilities do you want to have? Who do you want to be responsible for? What people do you want to manage? What position? What kind of people do you want to work with? Right. Dig deep. The wonderful exercise that we're doing. Man, people are taking more shit, so I'm happy. Right. Can I move on? Not yet, yeah. Go on, Joe. I'll wait for everybody. Dig deep. Dig deep. If you are sitting beside somebody who is killing your vibe, move. Don't let them use their witchcraft to suppress your dream. This is the time to have long controls. Alright? Can I move? I have time. I'll wait. I'll wait for everybody to finish before we move, because every page that we get to, people need to be working. If your dreams are small, permit the people who have more dreams to write their own down. What kind of people do you want to work with? What kind of environment? What kind of office do you want to work in? What company? If you know the names of some companies that you like to work there, write it down. Whether it's in Nigeria or anywhere it is. We don't care how now. We deal with that one later. Just write what you want. Write from what you want, what you desire. Express your mind, express your heart, give full rein to your imagination. Let it take you anywhere. Don't hold it back. Travel. Dr. Abraham, raise your head up from where you are. Look as far as you can see. As far as you can see. God said, walk the length and breadth of this land, I'll give it to you. Walk the length and breadth of everywhere that your imagination takes you. This is what I want. Some of you see how hard it is now because it's not so clear. It's easy when we are talking generally, but now that we are specific, you see how hard it is. This is hard work. To articulate what you want. This is what we say that hard. When you do these hard things, life becomes easy for you. Alright? Can I move?
Yes,
Okay. You're still writing. Okay, go on now, wait for you. The reason why it's important is very many of us won't go home to do this thing. So it's important that as we are here, we force ourselves to do it. Man, some people are writing this thing like that now. Some people are charging. They are writing. Bear with them, please. Bear with them. The people who are writing a lot. Bear with them. But we will not leave anybody behind. Everybody must cross over. We will not leave anybody behind. Yeah, what do you want to be responsible for? You want to control a division, a company, something. You want to manage a 50-person group or a 50-person company. What responsibilities do you want to have? You want to be head of department, you want to be head of division. You want to be MD, you want to be, you need to be clear. You want to be a board, a director. I want to have a responsibility for a company. I want to be a director. Whatever you want. And here, amongst the audience president, we're going to see managing directors. We're going to see directors of companies. We're going to see people who are going to create things. Work for multinational businesses, work abroad, work in Nigeria, any dollars. It's going to come out from this place. You are ready? You're ready? Alright, I can go on. Okay. For business people now. For business people, what business do I want to start? What kind of business do I want to start? If you're a career person, it may not concern you. But for the people who are doing business, who are doing something, what kind of business do I want to start? Or if I'm doing a business already, which customers do I want to serve? What kind of turnover do I want to have? What kind of market share do I want to have? What do I want to be known for in business? My business ought to really be known for. How big will my business be? In how many countries will we operate? How many employees will I have? How much money will we make as profit? Which customers will I serve is very important. Because you can be a tailor and you can be a tailor. Somebody stole something for 10,000 naira or 5,000. Somebody exchanges for 100,000. It's a matter of the customers that you're serving. What customers do you want? These are customers that can pay you for what you do, not the ones that will be paying in credit or something. Pay customers that will pay you for your work. And for you to serve that kind of customer, what kind of capabilities do you need to have? What kind of skills, what kind of skills do you need to show? How do you need to solve? Because there's the reason why somebody is paid 5,000 or somebody else is paid 100,000 for. The sewing is not the same. It's not enough to want to serve customers and pay 100,000 when your skill is 5,000 naira level. If you want 100,000, you must, of course, then upgrade your skill. What business? What things do I want to do? How big do I want my business to be? Do I want it to be a part-time, a side also, or I want it to be something big? What customers do I want to serve? That's very important. Because there are all kinds of customers. In the business that I am doing, what kind of customers? Desires your own customers, manifest them. Manifest people who can pay for value. Not people who can credit. Be clear kind of customers you want. And how big you want your business to be. Where is the income? Okay. Because I'm thinking about you, that's why I'm asking of you. Alright? Are people still writing or can I move on? Is anybody still answering these questions?
Yes.
Okay, go on please. We won't leave anybody behind. Can they come for coffee now? Anybody who is feeling sick and needs help, you can go for coffee. But I don't want to really mess so people should do it. Because I'm not stopping. It's not tea break. I'm just saying if you are struggling and you need a dose of coffee, it might be helpful. Alright? Business people, are you done? Are you still writing? Okay. Be clear. It will help you. Clarify your thoughts. Paint a big picture. Paint a fantastic picture. Paint a picture you can be excited about. Something that will give you energy. Go for it. Wow. Are we ready? No. Wow. Go for it. We are waiting for you. Absolutely everybody will be carried along. Dig, bring it out. Every business, every idea, every dream, every aspiration. How much money will your business make? How many people are you going to employ? Be clear. What kind of people do you want to employ? Do you want to work for you? In how many countries will you operate your business? If it's Nigeria, it's okay. If you want an international business, write it down. You don't know what God can do. You don't know what God can do. Don't limit yourself by how. All those questions are for another time. Today, everything that your mind can conceive, if you can believe it, put it down. Alright? Are we ready to move?
Yes.
Somebody still writing? Yeah, okay. I didn't know you were a business person. I thought you were more a career person. We want to do both then. Go for it. You people are waiting. Can we go? All right, I don't want to leave anybody behind, but the business people will. I will wait for you. Are you done? No, my sister here. You see what I said? Yeah, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. If you are not done, no, you are not done. Everybody will wait for you. It's the one that concerns you. You write down. All right? How many people have? We have only done one. How many people are happy by what they have forced out of themselves? They are happy with what they have forced out of themselves. You didn't believe it was in you. Yeah. You have to. good. When something is a product of your soul. Okay, are we ready? You're still writing? You're still writing? Huh? Okay, who else is still writing? I'll wait for anybody. I'm not in a hurry. Who's still writing? Okay, we're ready to move? Yes. Okay. We're ready to move? Yes. I need energy. When I have something, I need energy. Yes, sir. And we're ready to move now. Okay, so the next one is financial. Everybody is open now. Alright, the first question is, what is your financial goal? What is your financial goal? Yeah, write it down. What is your financial goal? I'll help you here. Your financial goal shouldn't be a certain amount of money. You want me to answer the question? I should help you. Okay. This needs help. What is the reason? There's only one good reason to have money. What is it? You're doing it to roll now, you know. What is the one reason? There's only one reason, one good reason to have money. What is it? To meet your needs. If all the money you need is to just meet your needs, you won't need a lot of money. So, to change the world, okay? To make the world a better place to live in. What else? To do what? To be influential, alright? To be. You people want money now. Why do you want money? I'm asking you now, you people are struggling.
Achieve my goals.
To what? To spend. To impact. To spend. Yes. There's only one good reason to have money. One. And that reason is this. I'm going to help you. If you like, make it a goal. If you not, nah. But there's only one good reason to have money. Everybody's not interested the only good reason to have money is so that you can be free. You can be free to live your life the way you choose. Money gives you freedom to live anyhow you want. That's the only good reason to have money. If you are a Christian, to live as a Christian. If you have to live anyhow you want, anyhow. The only good reason to have money is to be free. For your decisions to not be conditioned by money. For money to be irrelevant in the decisions you make. To make your decisions free of money. So when you go to the restaurant, to not be looking at the price to order the food. When you enter the store, to not first take the price, to live as you want, free. To be free to serve God, to be free to worship God, to be free to give to people, to be free in your life, anyhow you choose to live it, to be free to. So what's your financial goal? Yeah. So if you put a certain amount of money, you don't know. Alright? So financial goal, please, you are asking, I'm just helping you. Alright? Yeah, what? Question 2, when you are ready to move. Alright, your financial goal, be clear. Because this is one of the things you will do. Everything you want, you are going to, why do you want it? Because if your why is not strong enough, you will you will give up. This is where you get an amount. What will your net worth be? When you think how much you have and how much you owe, the balance of it is net worth. What will it be? How much money will you make? Will you be comfortable with? It can be any amount, but it's of your own choosing. Try for it. See, the first time I did a goal, maybe 2000 and 2000, I tell everybody, if you see the atrocious amount that I wanted, I set as my goal, my life goal. Now I'll just laugh. But that's the beauty of this. Because as you progress in life, you'll be refining them. As you attain them, you set a higher goal. Your mind will be expanding, you'll be seeing more, the faithfulness of God will be coming through for you. So how much do you want? When I first answered this question for myself, you know how much I wrote? The absolute money that I wanted in life, you know how much it was? 30 million naira. The same the way you have now. That was like 2000. At that time, 30 million was, maybe dollar was 100 or something. So 30 million was looked like it's a reasonable amount, but you know what 30 million is today? It's rubbish. But that is what the extent of my faith at that time, that 30 million, it looked like if God gave me that 30 million, God will be done. God will be tired, he will not have energy to do anything for anybody again. That 30 million at that time, that's at the way $1 million dollars look to you today, $2 million, $3 million, that's the way that 30 million looked to me that time. Because I was coming from having nothing owing. I was owing my office. So to get to the position where I pay my debt, I now 30 million my own. It looks like if God just give me that 30 million, I can die. I will have, okay. But that's how many of you will look back today. You'll be like, wow. But you know what? It will be a measure of the progress that you have made with God. Because it will not look so small. Have you people written an amount? Have you written an amount? Yes. Write an amount that you have paid. Write an amount your heart can carry. Today. You are thinking. No, next question. Answer this one. The people have not answered. You are calculating. If you calculating, it's not big enough. If you are calculating, you are using your head to try to mentally see how much you can. It is not big enough. Remember what we said, give your mind free. How much do you want? Want is what you are interested in. We are not interested in calculation. We are not interested in how. How much money will you be comfortable? Do not be afraid to put something down. Put something down. Whether it's small or big or this thing. As you go along, you will be improving it. But today, where you are today, what your faith can carry, what you have seen. Remember, it is what from where you are, what you can see, how far you can see, the south, the north, the east, and the west, how far you can put it down. Alright? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Why am I saying these empty seats? Where are these people? Where are these people? Where are all these people? You guys don't care.
Everybody live their life.
Okay, can I move to the next question? What investment will I have? Crypto, stock, bond, real estate. What kind of investment? What? Hey, you guys be serious now. I'm not joking. Yeah? Answer the questions. For some of you, you don't even understand these things. How much investment do you have in property, in what business? See, whatever you want, whatever your mind can carry, that's it. We don't know what God can do. Have you people answered?
Yes.
Have you people answered?
Yes.
I'm not feeling everybody answering this thing. Have you people answered?
Yes.
Is there anybody who needs more time? Yeah. How much money will you have? All right. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
When will I be free of debt? For many of you don't have debt, you don't have problem. There are some old people here. There are some old people here. For you people, your idea should be to live a debt-free life. To not get into it. But for some people, it's when will I be debt-free? When will I? Do I have more anybody today? Maybe credit card, but I can pay it. Yeah. To be debt-free, not to owe for your house, not to owe for your car. Do not owe anybody. To be free of the obligation of debt. When will that be? Desire to live debt-free. Remember what I said? If your financial goal is to be free, what is the date? You can use a year rather than a day. In 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, I want to be free. That's freedom. Financial freedom, okay. You are financially free from the day that you do not have to work again to be able to live the lifestyle that you have chosen. That means you have enough investment, you have enough money saved, you have enough money working for you. That whether you work or not is irrelevant to influencing the lifestyle that you have chosen. Alright? Have I answered the question? Do you understand it? That is the day when you have enough money working for you in savings, in investments and all that you don't have to work if you choose not to. You can continue working, but you don't have to work. Whether they sack you, whether you have work, whether your lifestyle will not do. Alright? Say that again. In the yeah. No, so the fact that you have attained financial freedom doesn't mean that you stop working. It just means that you don't have to work. You don't have the need to work. You just keep working because you enjoy it. Whether it's like whether you have accident, whether it will not affect your lifestyle. So it should actually happen before your retirement. So you get to a point where you don't need a job, or you keep working, or you don't need it. If you keep a job or you don't keep a job, your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you have chosen for yourself can continue without any impact. Am I making sense? Yes. All right? Can we move? Yes. All right? We've led to financial. Personal. What will I represent? Spiritual. What kind of Christian will I be? The kind of Christian that doesn't associate with any unbelievers. Why do you think I'm talking to you? The kind of Christian that doesn't have Muslim friends. You can decide that. There's nothing wrong with it. Your personal goals are what you are going to represent as a person. And the first question here is, what kind of Christian do I want to be? What kind of secular person do I want to be? What kind of Christian? Describe it. One that trusts God, walks with God, generous, kind. What kind of Christian do you want to be? Prayerful. There are different things in Christianity. There are different things we want to be. I want to be a pastor. I don't want to be a pastor, I just want to be a Christian. I want to be a church leader. I want to be a person of integrity. I want to be known for compassion, for giving, for this. What kind of Christian do I want to be? What kind of person do I want to be in the secular world? Intelligent, somebody who can communicate. Some Christians, you can't talk to them anything outside of Christianity. I don't want to be that kind of Christian. Alright? What values and principles am I going to live my life by? Values are the ideals that you are I am aspired to. The things that ground you. The things that are important, the things that your decisions are based on. What capabilities will I have? What skills? I want to work for this kind of company. Now you have to link this to it. You have to define the capabilities you are going to need to be the kind of person who can tell your company how much you want to earn. To be the kind of person who can earn dollars. To be the kind of person who can live in Nigeria and working abroad. To be the kind of person who can relocate abroad and work abroad. What kind of capabilities do you need to have? What kind of certifications? What kind of training? What kind of education? These are the things that you need to define here. The capability part, I think, is very important for most of you. Define it. What skills do you want? It is not enough to say, I want to work abroad, I want to live abroad, I want to go abroad, I want to earn dollars. Now you balance it here, you define what skills are the people who work abroad, what do they need to be? The people who work in Nigeria and earn dollars, what kind of skills make it possible for them? You want to work for a multinational company, you want to be MD, you want to control 50 people, 200 people, 100 people. What are you going to need to have to be that? And you're a business owner, the kind of person who creates a business that works, that is functional in multiple countries. It must raise that kind of capability. The kind of business owner that has 50 employees is different from the one that has 100. It's different from the one that has 200 employees. What capabilities will you need to develop to be that? You are tired. Really? You need that coffee. No, you don't drink coffee. You don't get coffee. It will help you. Are we still writing? Capabilities. Because I want to go to lifestyle. Really? Anybody who needs help with coffee should go and get it too. Alright, can I move from capabilities? You guys are still, I think. Yeah. Declare what you need to, what skills you need to have. If you are going to be a tailor that charges 100 or 200,000, what capabilities you need to develop? What do people complain about? Why are some people able to charge 200 for the same thing that you're charging 10,000 for? And people will say, Arogbo with you. So what lifestyle? How do I want to live? What lifestyle? Declare. How do I want to live? Where do I want to live? Alright? How will my house be decorated? All of these things be clear. Don't say I want a house. Where do you want it? What kind of house do you want? Don't be afraid. If you want Lekki, write it. If you want Ikoyi, write it. If you want London, write it. If you want the US, write it. But know that whatever you want, you are ready to, you are willing to work for it. So it's not just writing for writing's sake. This is something that you are committed to. You are willing to do whatever it takes. How will I, your lifestyle, how will I dress? How will I look? You will never see me wear a suit to church. You will never see me wear a suit as I walk. Like there is nothing that will make me wear a suit if it's not work. Because I don't see myself like that kind of person. But some people will wear a suit to church. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's a choice. Define your life, define your choices. And you remember what we said about money. You want to have enough money so that you can live however you choose. Nobody will dictate to you. Where do you want to live? Where will be the first house you will rent? When will you own your own house? Where will it be? As an individual, what do you want to be recognized for? All right? Can I move? The capability part is important. The lifestyle part is important. The spiritual part is important. And the values, you need to define what you will stand for. Alright? Can I move? You guys are still writing? Okay. I'm happy. I'm forcing you to put to work. But you are doing it all from inside of yourself. That's the important thing. When you are finished this thing now, you commend yourself. You have done something hard, something that less than 1% of the world population do. They have not developed the discipline to articulate what they want. You see how difficult it is. Some things that are crossing your head, you think you know what you want, but now that you need to write it down, you're like, wow, it's hard. Yeah. But it will be clear. As you even know when you live there now, you will be refining it, Now you have the discipline of capturing things now. Some things you after now you remember, I want this one, you will add it to it. Alright, can I move? Can I move? Okay? Okay. Who is that? Okay. Wow. You are writing a project though. Well, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I'm encouraged by that. Alright? But there are many things to look for here. Alright? It's hard. This is hard. Many people don't do it because it's hard. Alright? Many people don't define how they want to live. That's the only thing that comes. Where do they want to live? Where do I want to own a house? When do I want to own my house? Where? You need to be clear. Don't hold yourself back from saying, oh, any house anywhere in Lagos. Anywhere in Lagos is not anywhere. Be clear. If you want something, say it. And the answer, of course, is we don't know what God can do. We don't know what God can do. Maybe God will answer these things. We don't know. But ask first. Alright? You're still on? Or you're done? I can move? Okay. Let's go to relationship. When will I be married? Who will I marry? See, I've told you guys, I want to be married. It's not a very good goal. You see, you have to describe the kind of husband or wife you want. Starting from all the wives of the patriarchs in the Bible, there's always something about them as beauty. Or what? No, I permit you to say anything. They don't say anything about their husband, but if the wives are fine, you assume that the wives also have a responsibility or a right to demand that their husband be fine. It's up to you. If you marry an ugly person, it's not my fault. Alright? If you want your husband to be fine, write it down. A fine, good-looking person. There is no sin in it. You know, to be fine and good looking, it has nothing to do with spirituality. You can be fine and good looking and still be spiritual. And you can be ugly like devil and you are still devil. So ugliness doesn't mean spirituality. If it's important to you that your husband looks good, write it. And if you want him to be slim, write it. If you want him to be fat, write it down. You want him to be educated, articulate, to be inspirational, to be communicative, to be that. You are not in your head. You are not writing anything down. I'm helping you. What kind of don't just want any husband or any wife. Don't marry a wife beater. To articulate. No, it's not difficult. That's what you want. You are not. He has no name. What do you not have an expectation of it? Do you want a troublesome wife? Do you want a bickering wife? So you want somebody that is peaceful, you want somebody that is educated, you want somebody that works or doesn't work, you want all of these things be articulate, be clear. Are you guys writing or discussing? Did you hear me? Who is struggling? Who is struggling? Yeah, with the question. What are you struggling with? The first question. When will I be married? You can't tell me the year. Just year now. I don't know how many dates. Yes, I don't mean date now. You want to put date. If you are clear in the date, put it, but year is enough. Or when I'm 30 years, or when I'm 25, or when I'm 27, something like that now. I don't want that kind of definitiveness or dates. No, we don't know what the weekend will be. months, fine. Yeah, but yeah is fine. I'm happy with yeah or age. Something like that is okay for me. Alright? When I want to be married, somebody that is 25, 27, 20 something, somebody will put accomplishments against it, not a when I have a house, when I have a job, when I've done my 5 years of work, when I've attained the manager, I will manage. Whatever it is, you write it. Who will I be married to? This guy. What kind of wife you want? What kind of husband you want? What kind of family life? How many children will we have? Where will we travel to? Where will we holiday? How many times a year will we holiday? Will we travel or will we not travel? Will my husband work or not? Will my wife work or not? What kind of work? Do I want an executive? Or do I want somebody that is not so sophisticated so that I'll be hired than her? Whatever you want, whatever will make you happy, write it down. What gifts do you want to give to your husband or wife? And children, what inheritance will you leave? What will your children grow into? Which one? What will your children grow into? As in what kind of children will you produce? Will they be independent? Will they be dependent? Will they be successful? Will they be Christians? Will they be rascal? Will they, what example, what will you put in them that will make them to be something? You need to be clear what you want your children to represent. They will school abroad, they will school in Nigeria, they will be this, they will be that. What inheritance do you want to leave? Or you want to finish your money? You don't want to leave anything for anybody, let everybody also be sold. Nobody gave me anything, I won't give anybody anything, let everybody also be sold. It's up to you. Alright? Can I move? This is you have many answers here. Okay. Think about your children. How many? You want 4 children, you want 2 children. If you want 2 children, don't marry somebody who wants 4. If you want 4, don't marry somebody who wants 2. Some people don't want any children at all, and there's nothing wrong with it. Because people are always judging other people. If somebody doesn't have a child, don't marry somebody who wants a child. And people need to answer tough questions. Do I want to get pregnant? When do I want to? Do I want to have my children by surrogacy? So that my tummy can remain flat. It's up to you. Am I going to adopt children? Or I'm going to have my own? Some people don't want children of their own, they want to adopt. And there's nothing wrong with them. Can I move? Be clear. The more expansive you can be, the better for you. You attract what you see. Okay? Can I go? Okay. Which ones are you people struggling with? The family life. What kind of family life? So what kind of family life do you want?
No,
You want one where everybody is equal, or you want husband is king, wife is this thing. Say, you want one where your children are independent and can speak their mind. You want where will we holiday? How will we work? How will we live? Where will we live? I want my children to have one bedroom to themselves, or I want them to be clustered in a room. You know, all of that, be clear in your mind. Are we going to live in our house or there? We're going to live in a rented house. Are we going to live with our parents? Some people want to live with their parents. You need to understand before you marry them. Or our parents going to live with us. You need to be clear. Because somebody has a mom that they cannot separate from. You marry them, they bring their mom into the house. So you be clear. What kind of family life? Are we going to have extended family? Brothers, cousins, nephews, living with us? Can I go? Can I move? Let them write. I'm going to wait for them. The people are clear, they are writing more. So if you are, some questions are easy for you to answer, some people have more things to write. So we have to give everybody a chance. Alright? And the people at the back, are they writing? Are they writing? People at the back. I can't even hear anything from the back. This side, are they writing? I can't hear you people. Okay. You people know when you want to be married. Why are you laughing? You people know when you want to be married now. You are not answering me again. You people have answered it now. Have you not answered it? Or you people are married already? Can I move?
Yes.
Okay, I can move. I can move now. Yeah? The next relationship goals are friends. Friendship. What am I going to hang out with? Some of you will have people who will betray you in the future because you are not clear the kind of people you should be rolling with. Some of you will have friends that will steal your wives or your husbands. Some of you will have people you will do business with, they will dupe you. Some of you will have friends who will borrow money from you and never pay back and never talk about it again. You don't want this kind of thing. You clear now. What am I going to hang out with? What kind of qualities are they going to have? People who are going to challenge me positively. People who are not going to be envious of me. People who that we can be happy for each other's success. We motivate each other for greater things. What kind of friends do you have? Do you want? And what kind of friend do you want to be? Do you want to be a friend that is reliable, that is loyal, that doesn't say something in their face and something else at their back? Do you not want to have a friend that conspires against you, that tells lies against you, that is wicked, that is mean? See, some people are mean to everybody else around you, around them, except you. But you know that if they are wicked to other people, one day they will be wicked to you. This time has just not come. You don't want those kind of people as your friends. You don't want people who are competitive with you. They can't be happy for you. If you get something, they want it. They want more than you. They are competitive. You don't want to be around your competitor as your friend. Somebody, do you want to be surrounded by people you can share things with, you can discuss, you write it down. What expectations will I have of my friends? That they sorrow with me when I'm sorrowing, and they are happy with me when I'm happy. That's not their expectation. That when something happens to me, they will be careful. My children will look to them as my father's friends. What kind of expectations do you have of your friends? To stand up for you, to be loyal to you, to defend you, to challenge you, to correct you. Some people don't want friends that can correct them. They just want yes people. You whatever you want. And what am I going to do? Where will we go together? What will we see together? What will we do together? Which experiences will we have? People plan destinations, wedding, and all sorts of things now with their friends. They go, do you want to go on a cruise with a friend? You know, what kind of adventure, what kind of life, what kind of enjoyment, what kind of things will you people do? With your friend. Most women, when they get married, they forget about their friends. And most men don't. But marriage shouldn't stand in the way of you. Okay, can we move? It's provoking. It's supposed to provoke. Alright, can I move? Wow. This friendship matter is very serious for people. Who will be my best friend forever? Who will be my Omaye line? Your BFF, who will they be? What will you do together? What will you do for your friends' children? Can I go? Wow. Just a few more minutes, I'll be done. Yeah. Wow. This is good. Yeah. The friendship thing is important. Most people are very careless with their friends. Most people don't have friends anymore. Am I going to be forgiving? Some people, every mistake their friends make, they call them off. That's how they end up without friends. Because they can't forgive. Most strike, you are out. You can't forgive. You can't tolerate any. And people genuinely make mistakes at times. And you yourself, you have offended your friends before. You have not offended anybody before. You have done things that have offended people. Alright? Okay, can I go? Yes. Okay. Alright, health and fitness. Alright? Health and fitness. How will I support my body? Very important question. What will I eat? How will I support? You know your address. Your body is your address. You know that your body is where you live. Because when you die and the spirit goes, your body is still there. So your body is really where you live. So if you treat your body like a junkyard, it will support you as a junkyard. That's why the Bible says our body is a temple. If you treat it as a temple, the things you put in it, the things you expect of it, the things you do with it will be different. How will you support your body? Many of you are young now. I told my second son, his stomach is so flat. Flat. I told you that this thing that you have now, you won't treasure it. I tell you, do everything you can to maintain that practice. Because if it grows, you will die to lose it, you won't lose it. It's important to you how you look. How will you look? What will you weigh? Just an ideal weight. And you find out that you will not go past that. Because if you have an ideal weight, you will weigh yourself every time you go above it, you will try and make yourself back. But when everything goes, you are eating everything, you are drinking everything, you are eating anytime. Some of you eat at 11. Anything, 4 square meters, 3 square meters, everything is acceptable now for many of you. You are still young and you can burn it out. But as you grow older, your metabolism slows, and what you can do and the way your body responds is different. You need to respond to it. But you know what? Now that you are young is when you need to determine all of these things, because then you can regulate it. It's very difficult when you have gone out of it to come back. Look at many of your uncles in the church and your fathers. They were not always like that. There's something that they were not always like that when your mothers married them. From eating swallow at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. From being daddy, rubbing stomach, eating anything, drinking anything, being anything, ice cream, everything. You look, there is nothing that you forbid. Just understand that all of it has consequences. If your goal is to be free of sickness and of disease, you know that you have to make different choices. And it's better to make it from now. Develop a habit of exercising. Develop a habit of exercise. If you develop it now, it's easy to maintain it. Many of you are looking fit, but you are not fit. Because you are looking young, you are slim. Being slim does not mean being fit. Can I go? Alright? And fun and adventure. Where will I go? What countries? What cities? What monuments? Where do I want to visit? What's going on? You guys are excited by where you go. The whole world is nothing now, you know what? Eh? The people, you guys are not finished. What question are you people answering? Yeah, you know, it's just like it now. Huh? Alright, let's go to adventure and fun. What will you do? And this is where Christians are the loudest people. They only want to go to Israel. Who only want to go to Israel? It's their life aspiration to go to Israel. What to say? What does the Jerusalem pilgrim, JP? That's the life aspiration of them. But where do you want to go? Which countries? The tragedy is most Africans don't travel Africa. Most people don't travel. Most people can travel, they want to go out. But yeah, there's some places to go in Africa. You might even start from there. Go to Ghana. Go to Gambia. Go to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has the topography of Monaco. That's beautiful sea. It's similar topography, but very different countries. Because the seas in Monaco are very developed and everything, and in Sierra Leone, just there. So very similar, hilly and water surrounding. For visit places, start with Africa. Where do you want to go? Go to South Africa. Cape Town is one of them. It's one of my best top 3 cities in the world. Cape Town. Go to Cape Town when you have a chance. Everybody should say Cape Town. Beautiful. Cape Town and San Francisco are very similar. Beautiful. Mountains everywhere. Where will you go? What will you see? Who do you want to meet? What events do you want to go to? what occasions, what activities you want to participate in. One of my goals is to go to every World Cup final as long as in my life. And I've gone to 3 of the last 4 of the last. I've gone to South Africa, I've gone to Brazil, I've gone to Russia. The only one I didn't go to last is Qatar because I didn't get the tickets and I couldn't be bothered. Alright? I like to go. The next one is in America. If I'm alive, I'll go. What do you want to go to? I went to a Champions League final. The last one at Barcelona I went to one. I went to see. I like football. I watched many classicals. Barcelona, Madrid, yeah. I'm a United fan first. I'm a Barcelona fan second. I've seen United play many times. Go, where do you want to go? Where do you want to see? The things that are important to you. You want to scuba dive. You want to you want to skydive. Anything. You want to go on a cruise. Extreme sports. Do you want to watch Formula 1? I've seen some. I've gone to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix a few times. I've seen tennis. I've gone to Paris Open. I've seen the finals. I like sports. So that's how I play. I've not gone to Jerusalem, but I'm working on it. Because it's not important to me. Who will you meet? Who do you want to meet? Who do you want to go to? What celebrities? What places? I think there are 7 wonders of the world. 7, I mean, 7 wonders of the world. How many of them do you want to see? I've seen a few. I've seen a few. Go to places, experience things. Alright? Play. Go for jet ski. Do things that are important to you. Go and dive off a helicopter or a plane. See, Christians don't have all these extreme things. It's just boring lives. Go on a cruise. Plan to go with your friends. Plan to go with your family. If you desire it, go for it. Play. All work and no play. Yeah. If you like fast driving, go on for, enter a car in this, let them drive you around. The things that I go to mainly sports and I go to a lot. I went to the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight. The things that are important to me, I've managed to do some of them. Go to, that's why I say, dream, go around, see things. Go and see, then you will learn. How will you play? Define play. Alright? Okay, finally. Significant. When I say how many places you want to go, write the countries that you like, write the cities that you like. The places you want to go to, significant contribution. How will I impact the world for no benefits? What contributions will I make? What am I going to do? What are you going to give? Do not live for yourself alone. This is where you live for others. What do you want to do? What do you want to give? What shelters do you want to create? What is a concern for you? Homeless babies, prostitutes, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I was working one morning in London within the last 2 or 3 weeks. And my morning, on the part that I was working, there was a refuse bin, and there was refuse not in the bin, littered around it. So maybe a drunk guy or some litter around, not in the bin but around it. And another guy that was walking like me, when he got to that place, he stopped. And he was getting that litter that was on that this thing, not in the bin. He was getting it into the bin. It's like the guy said, not my city. You can't make a dump here. And the thing that struck me was, it must mean something to him. For him to be moving debt that has nothing to do with him, that is not his business, that is not his, to be moving is like, no, not on my word. My city must be clean. What do you want to give? Who do you want to help? All that money you want can't be just for your needs. Can't be just for yourself. You can't live for yourself alone. How are you going to be important? What causes? What foundation? Who are you called to serve? Alright? These things are important. Life was given to us to live, to grow, to learn, and to give. If you do not grow, if you are not learning and you are not giving, you are not living. If all of your desire is to consume for yourself alone, that's you are living a suboptimal life. You must be clear who you want to help, how you want to help them, what you will give. You might have time, and time is what you can give. It's not only money. You might have skills, and skills is what you can give. But if you are not thinking about it, you are not going to do anything about it. You are going to think only people who have money. How are you going to help other people without benefit? How are you going to help other people? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who are you going to impact? And you can start now. You can start now. You can start doing something in church, even amongst your peers. You can become known for something, for giving of yourself, for no benefit. There's so much selfishness in this world. But be deliberate. Be deliberate in your contribution. You have to be deliberate. If somebody gives you something, it's for you to give on to the next generation. Don't think of yourself alone. Plan for it. Alright? Okay. We have finished the goal. What? You're not done? You're not done? Okay. I just want you to know that the wider, the bigger your dreams are, the better for us, because now we have something to strive towards. If you set all of these things in line with what you can see, what you can accomplish, that's not good enough. Alright? You have to be bigger than you. A gym that is large, that is too large, is exactly the size that we want. We want it to be big. We want it to be expansive, so that you can live a fulfilling life, you can live a life life, so that God can, through you, do something for other people. The reason why we want much, we want to be a lot, is that it will not be for our lives, ourselves alone. We can, if we don't have, if we have enough only for ourselves, that's not a good life. God wants to impact the whole world. He wants us to do things. This church needs to do things. You guys are the ones who are going to bring the money, who are going to bring the skills, who are going to bring the experience for us to be doing it. I've said to you guys, it's enough of us looking at other people in envy. It is time for us now to become the people of envy. Did you guys hear me? And you guys are the people who are going to do that. You are going to do things. Alright? Know that everything that you have done today is from your soul. Continue to expand it as you go away from here. There's more to add to it. And keep adding to it. When we come next month, we will define it again. Alright? We will now turn them into goals. We will put some time into it. They need to become goals. Now that they're just dreams, aspirations, they're things you want to be. When we put time into it, what you want in a year, what you want in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, that's how we lay it out as a goals program. Is that clear? Alright? So now, we know what we want, or some of what we want. Alright? And this is important for us to, entrust it to God. Because if the distance between where you are and where the things that you have articulated, if it is big enough, then you know that you need God. But this is where we engage God. Belief and faith is going to be important to this thing happening. And you have to be, the reason why I forced you to write it down is so that you can put it before you every day. Every day. The consciousness, you see it, you visualize it, you are thinking about it, you emotionalize it, and then your spirit will be picking up on cues, will be picking up on things, leadings, the sources will be coming to you, people will be coming to you. It's not something to write. I'm giving you expo now. None of you should go away and come back next month and you haven't looked at this thing again. You haven't done anything about it. Keep looking at it. If that's the only thing that you do, every day be looking at the things. Let them be germinating in your spirit. Let your spirit be familiarizing itself with it. And you will be surprised at how things will be happening without even you doing anything, apart from just emotionalizing your dreams. Alright? Very important. And you'll be ready to pay the price that is necessary to do it. Just know, all of life we are doing two things. Everything that we do in life can be put in two things. We are moving towards pleasure and we are moving away from pain. Everything that we are doing is moving us to pleasure or moving us away from pain. Everything that we are doing, you can break it down into those two categories. You are moving towards everything. The thing might be painful, but you are moving towards it. It gives you some pleasure. So when we see somebody who is a drug addict, we see how it messes him up, but the person enjoys it. That's the reason why he's doing it. Alright? So everything that you are doing is moving you towards something you find pleasurable and moving you away from something you find painful. Alright? So if you don't have a plan for pleasure, be absolutely certain that you have pain. That's why I spent all the time this night doing all of these things for us to have the framework, the basis or a plan that we're going to keep working so that we can move towards pleasure and away from pain. A lot of half the world doesn't do this thing that you guys have done. Alright? More than. Alright? Of the half, another 40% will write it down and won't do anything about it. Alright? So as you keep going down, alright, only a few percentage of people will move away from this thing that we have done here today. And in 1 year they have a story to tell. In 3 years you have a story. See, every time you see Emmanuel come here and come and say something that again 10 years ago he went through, he was not the only one that went through. And in 2 months' time, I will bring some more people who will testify as to the experience that they have. But the point I'm making is, the people that I will bring and the people that you will see, they are not the only people that went through bare knuckles that first time. But they are only the people that it made something for. There are some people who went through it that time, it didn't mean anything to them, it didn't deliver anything to them. Alright? So it's important that we follow through. It is goal will lead to plan will lead to action will lead to result, and it's our result that produces success. That's what we need to, that step is what we need to do, and that's what I'm hoping that we'll achieve in the course of this thing, and we'll begin to see unbelievable success from everybody. Just understand that as soon as you are clear, you are definite with what you want, there's a miracle that happens. That things begin to fall in place. Things become clear. It's like the word pass for you to pass through, because now you are asking definite questions. That woman that touched Jesus, she was not the only one that touched Jesus, but she touched with the purpose. She touched with, so everything you are doing now, life recognizing, see, when we say game recognizes game, life now recognizes that you are enlightened, you are enlightened about your needs, and you are purposeful, you are determined. Things begin to make way for you. Be clear on your goal. Focus on it. Spend time on it. Pay no attention to the things you don't want. Pay attention to the things you want. Alright, because anything that you pay attention to, that is what you will produce. All right, and our challenge and my hope is you will be one of the people who will convert their dreams, and bring it to reality, because that's absolutely what we want. We want it to be a dream, Ethiopia to be a dream, all of this, but we want it to be flesh and blood tomorrow. That's our hope. That's our plan. And you guys are the ones that are going to do it. You are absolutely going to produce everything that you have written down. In Jesus' name, amen? Okay. Just keep in your mind, however large the thing that you have written down to, it's not too big, so long as you are willing to pay the price for it. You are willing to work for it. You are willing. Nobody can disqualify you from it, so long as you are willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And refuse to be common. Refuse to be common. You are special. You have been created with seeds to be great. You have been created you have been made to be amazing. You have been made to be magnificent. Everything that you need to create a life of grandeur has been put in you. You absolutely need to refuse to be a common person. Alright? And I pray nobody here will be common. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you very much. I know that we have had a long session. Alright, we have tried this. People are tired. People are tired. But we are bored. Now you can be happy. You have done it. You have earned the sleep that you forfeited, the sacrifice. But he has rewarded it. He has rewarded it. I think we are in a hurry to get to your pastor. Whatever you want to do now, I think the people are tired. Are there any questions that I can answer before I go? I recognize that people are tired. There are probably no questions. Yeah, I can understand people's tiredness. All right, thank you very much. I brought these books to give, but I didn't see anybody to give the minute. I'll come again. Okay? Thank you very much. God bless you. Let me.
Come on, let's do it. Let's come on. Somebody say thank you so very much. We'll look at our place, we'll straight for their hands and just pray for him. For physical, emotional, mental health. I can't hear you. That the Lord will supply all his needs according to his riches and glory. He will not lack anything good. All he has thought of will work for him. The platform will grow bigger. Pray that all that has come out of him will become a blessing to our own generation also. This truth will not die with me. I will pass it on. In Jesus' name we pray. Now let's put our hands together for Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you.